Meanwhile, moments ago, the New York City mayoral candidate, Zohran Mamdani, zeroing in the Trump administration. He's on a 5 boroughs against Trump tour today. It comes as Mamdani is still seeking endorsement from some key New York Democrats that are still haven't happened. Brian Yanis is watching that campaign. He's got more. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Bill, good morning. Well, the New York City mayoral race is focused heavily on the frontrunner Zohran Mamdani and his socialist ideals. But Mamdani is working overtime to shift the focus to President Donald Trump. After promising to be the president's worst nightmare if elected mayor, today, the self-proclaimed Democratic socialist launching a 5-day anti-Trump tour across the city.
There is no borough that will be free from Trump's cruelty. We will feel the pain of this legislation, whether we are in Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island. And we will shine a light this week and every week on the costs of this vision that is coming out of Washington, D.C.
A lot of local Democrats standing by him today. Now, of the 12 congressional Democrats that represent New York City, though, just 4 congressmen have come out to endorse Mamdani, including Jerry Nadler, who spoke this morning. Now, all of this amid reports the president wants to intervene, even endorse one of the 4 candidates running against Mamdani for mayor. Republican candidate Curtis Sliwell, though, is warning the president not to take Mamdani's bait and to stay out of it.
Trump does not have the support in New York City like he does in other parts of New York State or other parts of the country. It doesn't help if he intervenes in New York City. Every day it's Trump versus Zohran Mamdani. It's a good day for Zohran Mamdani.
Now, this anti-Trump push started today as Mamdani is getting attacked for living in a $2,300 a month rent-stabilized apartment, even though he makes $142,000 a year as a New York State Assemblyman. Now, Bill, rent-stabilized apartments are meant for the lowest income residents in need. Mamdani did tell New York editorial board that he got it when his salary was lower in 2018 and did not know it was rent-stabilized, and he planned on moving out, but has not yet.
Oh,
Bill.
Okay, there's a twist in that somewhere. Thank you, Brian. Nice to see you. Brian Yanis.
For more on this, let's bring in Kennedy, host of the Fox News podcast, Kennedy Saves the World, and Jimmy Fallon, host of Fox News Saturday Night. I almost couldn't even get your intros done because it is inconceivable that he gets a rent-stabilized apartment and doesn't know that it's rent-stabilized.
I didn't know it was rent-stabilized.
Wow.
It's like, what an incompetent person. Either he didn't do his homework or he's lying. But,
Right.
you know, the case
Or
is...
he got a sweetheart deal.
Of course he got a sweetheart deal, because that's how he's grown up as a fancy lad, living a life of privilege in the lap of luxury. His parents are millionaires. His wife is also very wealthy. We don't know what she makes. I don't care.
I don't either.
But this is a great argument against rent-stabilized apartments, because what happens is you have apartment skunks who move in and they never move out because they don't want their rent to go up. So it's fine for me, but not for thee.
This is the golden rule.
Yep.
If you get one of these like golden tickets, you don't give it up.
No.
You live there for 30 years.
Yeah, but it's so infuriating to think back of me, Jimmy Fallon, cab driver Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't do is, like, I don't mean to brag, but when I was pulling in like 17.2 a year, a rent-stabilized apartment would have went a long way for a young Jimmy Fallon. I was in a bad neighborhood. I was in a 5th floor run-up. Okay, you had to get in there and lock that door
And run.
and it was not rent-stabilized, man. My blood pressure was not stabilized. I was in fear.
But you were in shape.
Thank you. I would get better shape then, you know.
Well, and the other story that continues into this week is not just the runaway Texas Democrats, but it's also Kamala Harris and the ongoing saga of all of that because of her book coming out, and Bernie Sanders talked about her. Watch here.
I like Kamala. She's a friend of mine, but she was her core consultants, you know, were heavily influenced by very wealthy people. How do you run for president and not develop a strong agenda which speaks to the economic crises facing working families?
Kennedy, why do they criticize her with such kid gloves?
I don't know. They have nothing to be terrified of. She has no friends left. The Biden camp hates her. The Obama camp hates her. Now the progressive commies are going after her. But it's about time, because Bernie Sanders has been on his Fight the Oligarchy tour with AOC. And it's like, If you're fighting the oligarchy, you have to fight all of them. You cannot just fight conservative billionaires. She raised magically $1.5 billion in that 107 days where she still had a losing campaign. And if she was the one who hired the bad consultants who were swayed by the Alex Soroses of the world, that's on her and her bad political instinct.
Jimmy, when you were driving your cab, did you ever want to pull into a Cracker Barrel?
Oh, my, come on, Hammer.
So there's Jennifer Welch is a Bravo star, and she took a shot at MAGA World and Trump and all those deplorables, okay? Eating cheese at a Cracker Barrel.
Here we go.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped, that have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser. I don't think you should be able to enjoy anything but Cracker Barrel. Get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel.
There's a lot in there. Ohio has Cracker Barrels. We actually look forward to eating
They're the
them.
best.
You know, the cheese in the middle of the table.
Oh, God.
Delectable.
How about the peg game? Just the peg game alone.
The peg game itself was
Cracker Barrel
another
is a national
winner.
treasure. And you know who knows that? Every ethnic group in this country. It is not a predominant white restaurant. It's black people, it's Latino people, Asian people, it's Muslim people. Everybody likes Cracker Barrel. Who doesn't want chicken and dumplings on the side of a highway? Okay, it's like, it's spiritual nourishment. And when she goes out and makes this other argument that like, oh, MAGA voters shouldn't be anywhere near Mexican or Chinese restaurants. First of all, yes, wardrobe wants me to stay out of Mexican and Chinese restaurants. I concede that, but it's not because of my politics. It's so lazy to make the assumption that only white people voted MAGA. There was a 44-point swing with Latinos to Trump, legal migrants. Obviously, his black male support was higher than any Republican since Gerald Ford. So what she's really saying is, I don't talk to anybody that's not in my elite circle. Lazy.
Kennedy, one last word from you.
I mean, I love Honky Barrel. It is one of my favorite restaurants. Now, I looked at this woman, I was like, she looked like the nun out of Habit.
Yeah.
The horror movie.
Yes.
So this is such an offensive straw man, and it just goes to show you that the loudest people in Hollywood are also the dumbest.
I think it's funny that she's making fun of conservatives for not being attractive.
So much in there.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I couldn't hear you over
Ma'am,
the Botox
you're
injection.
needed in hair and makeup.
Can you speak up?
Thank you, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.